Science. 8. Our environment. 8. Our environment. In this chapter, you will learn about the changing environment, greenhouse gases, global warming, pollution, causes of pollution, control of pollution. Environment includes all the living and non-living things around us. People, animals, plants, microbes, water, air, and land. These things interact with each other. However, human beings change the environment to suit their needs. Once the earth was covered with natural vegetation. When human settlements took place, land was cleared to form villages. Parts of forests were cut down to have land for agriculture. With the passage of time, man made more changes. He started making pakka houses and taming animals for various uses. Till that time, the changes in the environment was not at the alarming stage. But the changes we see in the present days are quite alarming. The grasslands on the earth have been converted into agricultural land. Today, we have forests on less than 25% of the total land area of the earth. Human activities have made some changes in the atmosphere too. Factories are set up every day to meet increasing demands. The number of vehicles on the road is increasing day by day. The amount of smoke is also increasing as a result. Thus, air, water, and land are getting more and more polluted. Have you ever seen a greenhouse? Greenhouses are used to grow plants in winter. It is a glass house which keeps the climate controlled. The sun's rays pass through the glass and warm up the inside of the house. Plants grow well in the warmth and moisture of a greenhouse. It is because the greenhouse keeps the heat of the sun trapped inside of the house and does not allow the heat to escape easily. Greenhouse gases. Similarly, some gases trap the heat of the sun in the atmosphere of our planet to help us survive. These heat-trapping gases are called greenhouse gases. Some of the greenhouse gases are carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide, methane, and water vapor. These gases do not allow the heat to escape back into space. They warm up the earth. These gases are called greenhouse gases. The effect caused by these gases is called greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect means an increase in the concentration of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. This effect leads to an increase in the amount of infrared radiation close to the surface of the Earth. Carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is added to the air on the burning of fossil fuels and destruction of rainforests. Carbon dioxide in the atmosphere has been increasing gradually over the years. If carbon dioxide keeps on increasing at the present rate, more heat will be trapped in the atmosphere. As a result, the temperature of the Earth will increase. Methane. Methane is a natural gas. The digestion system of some grass-eating animals releases methane. Animal excreta in the atmosphere also causes methane. This gas also warms up our planet. Water vapor. Water vapor is responsible for the 35 to 75% of the greenhouse effect. Ozone. Ozone is found in the stratosphere. It creates a protective layer that stops harmful ultraviolet rays from reaching the Earth. Did you know? Trees are of great help in keeping a balance in nature. A single tree can absorb nearly 1 ton of carbon dioxide during its lifetime. So, plant trees whenever or wherever possible. CFC, chlorofluorocarbon, shortly called CFC, is a chemical widely used in refrigerators, air conditioners, and in many other industrial processes. It also causes heat in the atmosphere. Global warming. Global warming means rise in temperature on the Earth. Greenhouse gases in the atmosphere trap the heat of the Earth. The average temperature has increased by 1 degree Celsius over the past century. A moderate amount of global warming is beneficial to the natural world and to the human civilization. But if it crosses limits, the global warming can change the climate for the worse. The effects of climate change include melting of polar ice caps, which will rise in water levels of oceans. This rise in water level will flood the places near the sea. We must reduce the warming up process. Each country, especially the ones which release more greenhouse gases, should take preventive measures to reduce it. This is a must to prevent a major disaster. Did you know? Many countries have signed agreements aimed at reducing greenhouse gases. One such agreement is The Kyoto Protocol. The preventive measures must include using electricity carefully and judiciously, reducing the use of fuel, using mass transport systems like the bus and metro, growing more trees and using recycled products. Pollution. Pollution means spoiling of land, air, and water. Causes of pollution: smoke produced by industries and vehicles, garbage from houses thrown in the open, spilling of oil or petroleum in the seas and oceans, dumping of chemical waste from factories into rivers. When nuclear power stations produce electricity, harmful poisonous waste mixes with the air. Step to control pollution. Factories are established in areas away from places where people live. Tall chimneys fitted with filters are used in factories to let out smoke and gases. Waste is treated and made harmless before sent into water bodies. Cloth or jute bags are used in place of plastic bags. Trees help us to keep the air clean. More and more trees should be grown. Celebrating Vana Mahotsava every year and protecting the trees must be taken up by everyone. Roundup. No other living being except humans change the environment on land and in the atmosphere. A greenhouse is a glass house which is kept warm by sunlight so that plants get enough warmth. A few gases go up in the air, form a covering in the atmosphere, and do not let the heat to escape. These are called greenhouse gases. The heating up of the earth is called global warming. The gases responsible for this are carbon dioxide, water vapor, nitrous oxide, ozone, and methane. Global warming is seen in any parts of the earth. Pollution means the spoiling of land, air, and water. Pollution is controlled by planting more and more trees.